Warning, there will be some slight gore, hints of masturbation, and yeah, I think that's it. But basically, apparently this is supposed to be short. I'm just kind of looking through real quick. But no, it's about my usual time. But anyways, here is the second part of the last chapter, and then we'll go on to the endings. And I'll probably make a special video for like the endings part, like a cute little video. But anyways, here we go. What? He stopped coming here? Aizawa asked his student, Rikuto Sato. Sato nodded his head. Yeah, ever since our last visit, he stopped coming. Is there any reason why you're looking for him? Aizawa let out a sigh. There's no need to worry about that. Anyways, thank you. He thanked Sato before leaving his bakery. Fuck, Aizawa thought. He had a feeling that there was some sort of connection between that mystery guy named Mortimer and you. He just couldn't figure out why. He was about to have some sort of small talk with a guy that he could connect the dots as to why he felt this way. What the hell am I missing? Aizawa mumbled, trying to recall bits of information he had. Wait. Little sister, he mumbled, as his eyes slowly widened. Don't tell me. Fuck, Aizawa cursed as he quickly dialed Izuku's number. Meanwhile, what? Your voice cracked as you said that out loud. You must have mistaken us for someone, Ami replied. You paused before replying. You let out a forced smile. Oh, my, silly me. You guys look exactly like my roommate, so I thought that it was both of you, you replied. Oh, that's fine. I hope you get in contact with them, though, Melanie replied as the two of them walked past you. You didn't know what to feel. It was empty. Shock. Sadness. You were confused and overwhelmed by the amount of emotions you were feeling right now. While you stood there, lost in your thoughts. A certain devil with red eyes stared at you from afar, an amused smirk leaving his lips. He found your suffering entertaining, and God, does he want to see more of it. Muzan wanted you to suffer, just like what you did to him. You made him suffer. You developed him in your affection. You seduced him. And when you finally got him, you threw him away like he was nothing. How dare you do that to him? Treat him like dirt? Now he's getting back at you. Don't you worry your pretty little head, little lamb. Your torture will end soon. It'll be in my heavenly embrace. Soon enough. Muzan thought as he walked away, satisfied. Why was this happening to you? Who was making you go through this? With each day passing by in this game, you feel your insanity decreasing. You stood there with a blank face. You were so lost in your thoughts and feelings that you didn't know that tears streaming down your cheeks. Seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, and months that you spent with them. All down the drain. What did you expect? There was one that was fully aware that this is a game. This place holds so many secrets, and you knew none. Why were you even transported in this game? Who would have such a horrible grudge against you? Futimo, you thought. Flashback. I could see the way Futimo looked at him, my brother. It didn't seem like love, but admiration. I noticed it ever since we had the sleepover at my house. We were both talking about our brothers, and her relationship with Mortimer was different from my relationship with Izuku. She told me stories about her brother, and at the back of my mind, I couldn't help but think that he had some sort of sister complex towards her. As soon as I told her about my brother and me. I couldn't read her facial expression, although I could feel the jealousy radiate from her words. I don't understand why she would be jealous and brush it off. But tomorrow, when she was about to go home, she looked at me and said these words, "You're lucky, Yin." To this day, I never know the meaning of those words. But when I finally confronted her about how I noticed her admiration towards my brother, she lashed out at me. Then, that was when the start of our friendship touring sore. Students in our school would talk shit about me online and offline because of the romantic lies she told, and made sure to try to separate me and my brother. When I snapped, "Why are you even doing this to me? We were best friends, and then you suddenly treat me like shit," I shouted. "Shut up, shut up, shut up, you privileged bitch. You have something that I want, something that I should have. You don't even deserve it with that horrible attitude of yours, you ungrateful bitch." She pushed me to the ground. I gripped my teeth as my body fell to the ground. All the boiling up anger and hate finally exploding as I gathered a nearby rock. I slowly got up. Futimo was ready to push me again, but she couldn't foresee what I was going to run up to her. Her eyes widened as I closed the gap between us. Whack. Thud. My eyes trembled. My hands trembled. The rock on my hands dropping to the ground as I saw Futimo's unconscious body on the ground. I realized what I had just done. I whacked Futimo on the head with a rock. Ever since that day, I never got any updates about where she was or how she was now. All I knew was that she survived because I didn't hit her any crucial part of her skull, and that the force wasn't strong enough to do any major damage. She moved out with her brother. I don't know where, but that was the last I ever heard of her. End of flashback. But you knew Fujimoto doesn't have a quirk that magically put you inside of a game, so why? Why were you here? Why were you put inside this mindfuck of a game? Why? Just why is this happening to you? Your poor soul, separated from the people who you were in the same situation with. But poor Yin, the answer is already in front of your face. Besides, you should be asking yourself, what contrasts you and Blake? Your thoughts were cut off by your phone vibrating. You slowly looked at your phone. It was a text from Nezuko. Oh, her nickname is Bamboo. Yin, can we meet up tomorrow? You furrowed your eyebrows, confused as to why she would suddenly ask you to meet up with her. You replied, asking her why she wanted to meet up with you. She replied that she wanted to head out with you. And you grit your teeth. The game gods must be entertained with the number of overwhelming emotions they're putting you through. You were hesitant, but Nezuko, she still remembers you, unlike me and Melanie. God, fuck, I want to go home. You dreadfully thought, trying to hold back your tears. Time skip. Oh my god, we finally get a confirmation about Blake and Daki. Okay, we found it. Daki mumbled as she glanced at Blake, who was also in disbelief. Daki noticed his hopeful facial expression, why she filled with negative thoughts. What if the portal's a trap? What if it wouldn't take you both back to your real world? What if she couldn't come with you both? Blake, she whispered. Blake turned to her to see her scared facial expression. Blake slowly approached her and cupped her cheek. Hey, what's wrong? He whispered. I'm scared, Blake. Daki spoke out. What if I can't go to your world? She added as she looked up at him. Blake paused before saying something. He rubbed her cheek to give her comfort. That'll never happen. You can come with us. We've made it this far. I'm not allowing that to happen. He reassured Daki, although it felt like an empty promise. Daki felt relieved by his words. Come on, we gotta go get Yin. I bet that brat is getting impatient, but she'd definitely be excited to hear this news. Blake chuckled, trying to lighten up the mood. Daki let out a small laugh. Yeah, we should call her, she replied. Meanwhile, you raised an eyebrow as your phone started to ring. Huh? Oh my god, it's Blake! You screamed as you quickly picked it up. Yin, remember the glitch I told you about? Turns out I was fucking right. We found the exit. And get ready. We're leaving tonight. Blake spoke out from the other side of the phone. You should hurry and stay at home. We're coming to get you. Daki told you. Your eyes widened at the news. Your eyes glittered with hope. Oh my god. Oh, that's great news. You couldn't stop the smiling forming on your lips. You could finally escape this hellhole. Your eyes soon met Nezuko's from afar. Nezuko's eyes widened as soon as she saw you. Nezuko! You shouted as you waved her hello. She just sat there, frozen, not knowing what to respond. Nezuko, are you seriously meeting up with someone right now, you brat? You need to go to... You cut him off. I promise I will. Nezuko just wants to meet up and talk. You reassured. Blake sighed. Fine, just be careful. He spoke out. Before hanging up, before you could put your phone back into your pocket, you looked at the date. January 26, 3:47 p.m. You quickly ran up to Nezuko. She started shuddering and fidgeting. You furrowed your eyebrows. Nezuko, what's wrong? You were cut off by her as she desperately grabbed your hands. Her hands feel so cold, you thought. Tears started streaming out her cheeks as she started trembling. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't do anything. She snuffled. Oh, what are you talking about? You asked her, starting to feel uncomfortable as you tried to free yourself from her grasp. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You trust me and I... Her hands hold yours tighter. Nezuko? You spoke out in a serious tone as your instincts was telling you to run. Her breath hitched. Honey, please don't hurt her, please. I did what you asked, she begged. Before you could even do anything, your head was whacked with something hard, making you unconscious. Like my crying? It was very good. But anyways, it's Futimo's POV and it's flashback time. Oh, hold on. My brother's here. Yin excitedly spoke out as she got up from her seat. Her was an eyebrow. Why would she be excited to see her brother? I hate mine. Yin, a green-haired boy with freckles, spoke out as he rushed towards her. Here's your lunch. He handed her a lunchbox. My brother never did that. Thanks, Suzu. She thanked her brother. Is his name Suzu? Please don't call me that. It's kind of cringe. Her brother let out an awkward smile. What? It's cute. Shut up. Oh, by the way, the ice cream in the fridge is mine, she told him. The boy's eyes widened in surprise. What? I bought it, though, he replied in disbelief. Huh. Sharing is caring, brother. She let out a smile. Her brother then let out a laugh. All right, you can have it, he replied as he ruffled her hair. Stop that. We're literally the same age. I feel like I'm younger than you when you do it, Yin huffed. The boy didn't reply and only left the classroom. What's his name? I asked Yin as she set her food on the desk. Isuke Midoriya. Oh, right. You're probably wondering why we don't look alike. I'm adopted, so Yin informed me. But you know, even though we're step-siblings, it feels like we're blood siblings, she added. I didn't reply. But what was this burning feeling in the pit of my stomach? Jealousy? Why would I be jealous of her? Yin of all people. But why are you interested? Interactions so different from my brother and I. My brother likes to touch me whenever and stares at me weirdly, even though I can't stand him. Makes a lot of effort, like buying me clothes and giving me money to buy makeup and accessories. He buys me sweets and my favorite food. The only things close to a guardian that I'll ever have. Unlike that horrible wench. Do they also do that sibling game? Do where one of them stands while the other one does something? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to say this, but like this is like major siblings should not do. Sweet Home Alabama. One does something under the blanket. My brother loves that game, but it's boring. I'm always the one who stands while he gets to sit, do something under the blanket. But whatever, at least I get rewards out of it. But oh, how naive I was. He told me that what we were doing was normal. He told me it was what siblings do, but he lied. He used me for his sick fucking desires. I slowly grew attached to Izuku, who treated me like how an older brother would treat their sibling. Why did you go to Yin's first? I asked Izuku. What? He replied, in disbelief as to what I just asked. Why didn't you come to me first? I replied. Yin is my sister. Of course I would put her first, especially in a fight that you caused, he replied. I grit my teeth in anger. Well, didn't you tell me that I was like your sister? Why aren't you sticking with those words, huh? I shouted at him. Why are you even... Futimo, you're just a friend. And just because I see you as a sister doesn't mean you are actually my sister, Izuku told me. I was fuming with rage. You can be like that for Yin, but not for me? She's adopted too. What's the difference? I screamed. We both know that isn't the point. It's just that, why are you trying to separate us? You're not my sister. Yin is. I can be an older brother figure to you, but I can't be your older brother. You aren't my priority, so why do you always get angry at me when I come to Yin's aid first? He replied, with frustration in his voice. I grit my teeth as I tried not to cry, but my tears started to spill. All I wanted was a decent brother. Oh, I just wanted an older brother. That's not mine, I sobbed. Ooh, Futimo, Mortimer mumbled as he let out a puff of smoke from his cigarette. Thinking about his one and only love made him feel relaxed. Oh yes, get ready for the pedophilia, pedophile-like stuff. To him, he saw nothing wrong with it. Even when he got exposed by his employee for being a pedophile, he didn't feel guilty. He only felt anger that he was branded as that. His love for his sister is pure and real. He knows she loves him back. Why else would she do what he asked? Love is supposed to have no limits anyways, right? Mr. Mortimer? A voice spoke out. Mortimer whipped his head in the direction of the voice only to see Izuku and Bob. He let out a crooked smile as he realized who Bob was. My, I didn't expect my experiment to come back to me so quickly. He chuckled as Bob tried to hide behind Izuku. We would like to ask you some Mortimer was cut off by him. If it's about Yin and Blake, well, they deserve whatever was coming for them. He spoke out as he inhaled his cigarette. Izuku frowned his eyebrows. What do you? He was cut off by Mortimer, who had something up his sleeve. Time skip. It's your POV. Oh, have fun being kidnapped. I let out a groan as I slowly got up. My head felt like it was going to split in half over how it hurt so much. Fuck, I mumbled as my vision started to come clearer so I could take a good look at my surroundings. Where the hell am I? I hissed in pain as I touched my forehead. Is it dry blood? How long have I been out? Fuck. Also, what the hell is that unbearable smell? Fuck. Wait, this place looks like a fucking basement. Where the hell did Tanjiro take me to? Is this his house? A shiver went down my spine at the realization. As my eyes wandered around the room, my palm rested on the floor. It felt some sort of fabric, so I suddenly looked at... Oh, my... Oh, well, I'm sorry. Looked to see what it was. I let out a loud shriek as my hands trembled, tears blurring my vision at the sight. I started to hyperventilate. Fuck. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna end up like her. And Miyuku managed to spill out half of my name, even though her throat was been sliced in half. Her body was torn in half. I couldn't see any of her legs, and I don't want to know where it is. Her right arm was gone, and her eyes were gouged out. The organs on her stomach were spilled, and blood looked months old. Not only that, but her flesh was rotting. Her top could barely cover up what was left of her body. The sight of that and the smell made me dizzy. What the fuck did Tanjiro do to her? The most disgusting thing was the fact that she was still alive. No, not disturbing, but cruel. Absolutely sadistic. I was starting to hyperventilate. Fuck. I gasped as I started to puke. I'm not gonna make puking sounds, but because I don't know how to say it, but like this. Yep, she told me. Was she just telling me to calm down? I closed my eyes, trying to distract myself to steady my breathing. What happened to you? I whispered as tears slid down my cheeks. I still kept my eyes shut. She replied. She meant Tanjiro. There was a moment of silence before she said something. Ari. I clenched my teeth. Miyuki was trying really hard to speak, to talk to me. As soon as my breathing was steady, I built up the courage to open my eyes. I slowly opened them. I quickly noticed Miyuki's empty eye sockets dripping with blood. Was she crying? Fuck. Even though she was a bitch, she never deserved this kind of fate. I slowly approached her, my eyes lit upon her left arm, with her hand still in contact. I didn't care if it was rotting. I held it. The flesh felt so stiff. Not only that, but it was so cold. She spoke out. I held on to it for a moment before she spoke out. Table, knife. I raised an eyebrow. Table, knife. I slowly let her hand go as I looked around to see a table with a knife on top of it. I walked up to it and grabbed it. I slowly came back to Miyaku. Ironistically, it was safe with her. I felt safe with her. Thanks. I would have been too scared to look around. I think you're... killed me. She spoke. My eyes widened. Oh, what? I spoke in disbelief. She's telling me to do it. Fuck. No. That isn't... I can't do it. Fuck. Pity. This is... and my... She added. Don't feel pity. This isn't my redemption. I placed the sharp edge of the knife on the soft part of her head. I clenched my teeth and closed my eyes. I'm just helping her. Yeah, I'm just putting her out of her misery. The sound of the flesh tearing apart mixed with sound of something wet, which was possibly blood, made my stomach curl. More tears rolled down my cheeks as I heard her small gasp in pain. Fuck, what the hell did we do to fucking deserve this? My trembling hands quickly let go of the knife. I quickly backed away. My eyes closed. I didn't even dare to look at Miyaku. I was hyperventilating again. It was paused by myself, gagging and puking out my guts. Fuck, calm down, Yin. Calm down. You'll get out of here. You'll escape. I need to escape.